Popcorn Through the Ages, written by Keith and Sarah Cotton-Martin. Focus question: what do readers learn about the history of popcorn? Snack that goes way back. Do you eat popcorn at the movies? People have been eating popcorn in the movie theaters since the early 1900s. Movie theaters since the early 1900s. However, popcorn is much older than the movies. In fact, it's one of the oldest snack foods in the world. The story of popcorn stretches back thousands of years. Prehistoric popcorn. People first started growing corn for food in Mexico 8 to 9,000 years ago. Corn spread all over the Americas from there. Ancient Americans grew corn into flour. They also popped corn as a snack. Ancient corn cobs and popcorn kernels have survived in the caves all over the Americas. A cave in New Mexico called Bat Cave contained corn cobs that may be as much as 4,000 years old. Meanwhile, scientists found 1,000 years old popcorn in the cave in Utah. Some of these ancient popcorns looks almost fresh. Would you eat them been sitting in the cave for 1,000 years? Popcorn in the New World. European explorers got surprised in the Americas back in the 1600s. Popcorn was a snack they never seen before. They found people eating it everywhere though. Native Americans near the Great Lakes ate popcorns in the soup. People in Peru toasted popcorns and ate it as a snack. The European colonies loved popcorns too. They popped coins over a fire as a snack. Some also ate popcorns for breakfast with cream and sugar. It must have tasted like a bit like our cereal today. Popcorn explodes. Over time, popcorn grew more and more popular. However, it was a snack people usually made for themselves at home in small amounts. It took time to pop in the kettle over fire. That's all changed in 1885 when Charles Creators, a Chicago businessman, invented the first popcorn popping machine. His machine popped corn quickly and easily. It also had wheels. As a result, popcorn should be sold on the street at fairs, circuses, and sporting events. People start eating popcorn everywhere, and new popcorn flavors start to appear. In the late 1890s, for example, a snack maker invented Cracker Jack. This treat was made with popcorn, peanuts, and milk glasses. It seems as though people couldn't get enough popcorn. However, one group did love the crunchy snack at first in the movie theater owners. Popcorn was not allowed in the movie theaters in the early 1900s. Theater owners worried that popcorn was too noisy and messy. Popcorn at the movie. Early movie theaters owners tried to keep popcorn out, but that didn't last long. In the 1930s, the United States went through a difficult time called the Great Depression. Many people lost their jobs, and most people had very little money. Popcorn sellers, like everyone else, were looking for ways to make a living. They began to go into the movie theater lobbies on their own, walking around to sell popcorn. This turned out to be a great idea. Popcorn tastes good, and it was cheap. In fact, it was one of the few snacks most people could afford during the Depression. People began to eat more popcorn than ever before. Eventually, movie theater owners figured out that they could make money by selling popcorns themselves. Theaters began to sell popcorns and other snacks with great success. Popcorn became even more popular in movie theaters during World War II. During the war, sugars and candies were hard to get. They ate even more popcorns in place of sweet snacks. Popcorn today. Popcorn became a little less popular in the 1950s and 1960s. This happened because more and more people own TVs. They often stay home to watch TV instead of going to a movie theater. However, microwave popcorn was invented in 1981. Suddenly, the movie theater's popcorn was very easy to make at home, and many people did just that. Today, almost 3/4 of the popcorn we eat is made at home. We still eat a lot of popcorn while we watch movies, either at home or in the theater. Many flavors. People living in the United States now eat more popcorn than people in any other country in the world. Popcorns come in all kinds of flavors. You can get you can get popcorn that tastes like blue cheese, mushrooms, and even cupcakes. You can also eat popcorns the most common way with salt and butter. What's your favorite? Glossary. Allowed. Let something happen. Colonies. People who live in a colony or founders of a new colony. Explorers. People who visit and learn about new places. Kernels. The small inner parts of the seeds or nuts. A menopod with a handle. Culture. A menopod with a handle. That's spout that is used to heat liquids. Machine. Any devices that use energy to help a person to do work. Microwave. A chamber that uses energy waves to cook food. A microwave oven. Movie theaters. Building where movies are played. Survive. Stay alive. Continue to exist. Connections. Writing. List adjectives describe how popcorn smell, taste, looks, sounds, and feel. Then use the adjectives to write a descriptive poem about popcorns. Math. Ask your classmates to identify 4 flavors of popcorn. Ask them which of the flavors they like best. Organize the data you collect into the graph. Discuss what you notice about the data with classmates. Peru, Mexico, Native Americans living near the Great Lakes. Soup. Mommy, what is okra? Happened?
We need a little more. Click.
Con nào phải.
You passed, but we can still get more.
One
Click.
more.
You passed.
Oh yeah,
Click
yeah,
on-
yeah.
You're amazing. A perfect.